Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using a few goodies that I just picked up. Mainly the Yucca palette by Natasha Denona. I'm also going to be trying the Natasha Denona Hyglam concealer. And I'm also going to be using the new Dior Cherry blush. So if you want to see how to get this look, then keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start with, sorry if you can hear that noise, it's my fan in the background. I'm just going to start with the concealer. So I have my foundation on, just using the Revlon Colorstay. I was going to try this one today. I tried it this morning. I've already been out and gone to the dentist and come back. So if I look a little bit weird, it's because I'm totally frozen on that side. But I was going to use the Double Wear Sheer. I tried it this morning and I really liked it, but I wanted something a little bit more full coverage because I have to go to the gym. Then I'm going to go to my dad's place for dinner for Father's Day. But yeah, I just wanted something a little bit longer lasting, but this actually looked really nice. So I'll probably use that in another video. But yeah, so we're going to go in with the Hyglam concealer. I know this is not really new to anybody now, but it's new to me. We actually did not have this in Canada because Natasha Denona is leaving Sephora Canada and I don't know why. It's really annoying. But anyways, so this is the Hyglam concealer. It's supposed to be brightening and hydrating, and it's supposed to be crease proof, and it's a serum concealer. So I believe I got the lightest shade. I have N1. This to me runs a little bit dark because to me this is like, it's a really good shade for me, but there's definitely lighter people out there than me, and I think this would be too dark for them. So, oh my god, sorry. Anyways, I am just doing my concealer here, and I'm gonna go in with, I think, the Givenchy powder. I do love the way this concealer spreads. This is not the first time I've used it, but I do love how easy it is to spread. I probably should have left it on a tiny bit longer for a little bit more coverage. I don't know what the coverage is supposed to be on this. I would say it's like a good medium. I feel like it could use a tiny bit more coverage, but it's still really nice. That's what it's looking like so far. Yeah, so I had to go to the dentist again this morning. If you guys have any dental issues, do not wait. Get them taken care of, because that was my biggest mistake. Now I have so much dental work to get done. And this is the number 3 Voile Rosé in the Givenchy powder. I am liking it, but I'm noticing when I put powder on my face, it looks amazing at first, but then throughout the day it's looking super heavy. So I don't know, do I want to continue to wear powder or not? I feel like I have to, because I have such oily skin, especially now. But yeah, you can see like that's in no way like super duper light. Like I have the Huda, and to me this is much lighter. But anyway, I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't love it. Accidentally used my dirty sponge. Whoops. I just cleaned one. But yeah, I have been enjoying this. It actually reminds me quite a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, the Beautiful Skin. So those are kind of like, they've been my go-to. I've been kind of going in between the two. Okay. And I'll just grab my powder. And I always just kind of tap it off of my hand first, because I don't want to go in with too much. I don't want my under eyes to look super crepey, which they are no matter what I use lately, but whatever. I'm gonna go in with the Huda powder all over my face, and I will be back. Okay, brows are done, bronzer is done, contour is done. Again, they look a little scary right now, but it'll all work out as usual. So I'm gonna go in with my cherry blush. I told you I was gonna use this. I think Rosewood would probably look better, or maybe like a more neutral blush with this palette, but let's just have fun. I'm wearing a bright shirt. I feel like I've tried it. I tried it the other day with cherry and I think it looked really good, so may as well just give it a go. So here we go. And I don't know if I mentioned in my last video that these did come in 4 new shades. I have cherry and rosewood. There's also berry and mahogany. And I'm going with the Sephora 96 brush. But yeah, I've been really liking these. I wore rosewood this morning, so I want to kind of change it up this afternoon. And just a reminder, this is not red. So if you're looking for a red blush, I would say this is more kind of an orangey leaning red, but not. I mean, that doesn't look red. Also, I feel like the concealer is looking very smooth. I would not say that it's creaseless though. If you can see, I still have creases under the eye. If you have creases, it will crease no matter what concealer you're wearing. But yeah, so about the palette, again, that did not release in Canada. Nothing new that Natasha's putting out will be released in Canada anymore, but I did get it off of her site, and I know that people were just given affiliate code, so I was able to save 15% off using one of the affiliate codes. And that's when I got the concealer as well. So I'm like, well, I've been thinking about it. I'm already on here. May as well just get it. And this is very buildable. Like, you'd think it would be scary and go on like very overwhelming. It's not at all. I mean, this is kind of like a fluffy brush, but you can see I've gone over it multiple times and it's still not like super scary. I mean, it might be for some people, but for me, it's not. So I'm gonna just blend that out. I think for highlight, I've been using this one, and it's looked really nice with all my like kind of warmer toned blushes. It is the Haus Labs, and it is Peach Quartz. And I just think it looks really pretty with these warmer toned blushes. Sometimes it's a little glittery, so you might want to just kind of like press it in, but I do think that's very pretty. But yeah, when I first saw the eyeshadow palette, I was like, I don't know, because it was very heavy leaning green, and like I don't really wear green a ton. I think it's pretty, and it especially looks really nice on brown eyes. But it wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, I have to have that. But then, you know, you see people swatch and you see people do videos, and you're like, maybe I do like that. So I picked it up. So this is called the Yucca palette, I believe. I think that's what the plant is called. I think Natasha is calling it Yucca. I don't know what to call it, but this is what it looks like. So I think she does have newer formulations in this one. There's metallic, sparkling, duochrome, chroma crystal. I don't know which one is the new one though. It might be that Plantasia shade, I think might be the newer. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I probably should have done my research first. So this is what it looks like. So it does look kind of scary. Here, I'll pull this off. But what I want to do first is show you how you could get a very wearable look out of it. And then once we do that, then I'll go in with more of like the sparkly shades and show you how to get a more fun summery look. So I think we're going to start with the shade here, Valley. And this is what I did the other day. It's definitely more a neutral look, but I will turn it into a kind of more fun summery look. And I'm just going in with Makeup by Ariel brush. This is one of the like bigger, fluffier ones. So you can see that's super wearable, everyday, kind of browny. Just darkening that up a bit. Probably do one eye and then go off camera and do the other just to speed things up a bit because we all know I'm a slow poke. So I think we're gonna go in with, I really should plan out my brushes beforehand. Maybe this orangey tone here that's called Ixia, I think. And we'll get a little bit closer. A little bit tighter in the crease there. So yeah, this is the one I did the other day and I thought it looked really pretty. It was just very neutral and not green. Because I think a lot of these looks, if you add these shimmers in, all the shimmers are green. So it would be nice if, or except this one, sorry, Elysian, I don't know, Elysian. I think it would have been nice if there would have been just one shade different. So maybe this Macchia and Ray, maybe if one of those was swapped out for, I don't know, like a brown shimmer or something, then that would have been super nice, but still really beautiful. But yeah. So now I think we'll go in with Flax, which is that darker kind of browny tone. And we'll just go in a little bit in the crease. So basically it's just like you're fluffing the first color all over the top, then you're getting a little bit tighter with a little bit smaller of a blending brush. And then with this one, this is more a pencil brush that I'm going in with, just so I can get as close to my actual crease and not really build it up super high. Super wearable. I know the next look might not be super wearable for some people. I don't care. Like, I will wear a shimmer out wherever. Like, I will wear a shimmer to work. I will basically don't care. Because I don't know, I kind of like sit in a spot. I do work in an office, but I pretty much work by myself and I don't really see clients or anything, so it's not like, and even if I did, I don't wear like super flashy makeup or anything, but I'll wear a sparkle. This is Black Market by Urban Decay. This is kind of like, if you've seen any of my videos, this is kind of like a typical look of mine. And I'm just going to go in with that Flax shade again. That's that darkest brown. And I'm just going to Just smudge it out a tiny bit. And that might be a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna go in with that Valley shade again. That was that first brown I went in with. And then what I had done the other day, and I thought it looked cute, just to add a little something, because I don't have an inner corner color, but I wanted like a little something. I added Comorbi. I don't know how to say any of these names, so sorry. This one here. And I just added that to the inner corner just to, this kind of looks more like a topper, just to add a little bit of something. So I'll go finish my other eye. I'll show you what this looks like. But before I do my mascara, I will switch it up to the other look and I'll be back. Okay, so that is it. So that would be like a normal, kind of everyday looking eye. Definitely can get a neutral look out of it for sure. Even if you wanted to do like a fully smoky eye using this shade, smoke it out with like any of those kind of neutral colors. But this is where I'm gonna get crazy. I don't know what to go in with first. I think I'll do Plantasia, which is that shade. This shade is very weird because when you look at it, it looks green, but then you move your finger and it's definitely like a duochrome. Is this considered a duochrome? It's SF, sparkling duochrome? I don't know. But if you can see what I mean, it's kind of gold, but it's pink in some areas, but it's also green. So this is where we're gonna get our green in. And I was like, there's no way I could wear those type of shades. But I wore it the other day and I was like, this is so pretty. And I'm going with my finger because that's how you're gonna get the most kind of payoff. I probably should have done a glitter glue, but I did not. So this is what it's looking like. Now, we're gonna get even crazier, okay? I don't know what brush I used for this one. Probably should have thought about this before I was doing. You know what? I'm gonna go in with my. No, I'm gonna go in with the brush. Let's see. I want something that's like small that I can get in my inner corner with, but I don't know what to use. I feel like all the small brushes are the ones that I go in my crease with, so they might have a little bit of dark shadow on them. Yes, I need to clean my brushes. I'm gonna just go in with this. It's just like a Nude by Nature brush. So I'm gonna go in with Camu Camu, which is that bright and I'm just gonna hit that inner corner, which again might look kind of scary, but I don't know, it's just something fun. If you like going to like festivals and stuff, I feel like it's fun. Even just like out for drinks or sit on a patio, just have something different. I don't know if this is the exact look I did the other day because I kind of mixed in a bunch of mattes, but I think it's very similar. Oh, I didn't put any green matte in, so I'll do that. That's Camu Camu in the corner of the eye. And let's go in with one of the brushes that I used already. This is just a Morphe M453, and I'm gonna go in with Tipu. I'm gonna go with Acacia, actually. Let's stick a little bit of that in the crease too. Just to kind of turn it a little more green, but I am going to go back in with that warm tone. Definitely haven't done like a more fun look in a while, so kind of nice to switch it up a little bit. I'm not getting really any fallout. It's when you go to like blend, you almost have to just like tap instead of blend so that you don't have a bunch of fallout, because obviously when you blend like topper shades or like very glittery shades, that's when they kind of all come falling off. Okay, so I added some of that green in there, and now just to bring a little warmth back in, I'll go in with that fluffy brush, go back into maybe Ixia and Valley, just a tiny little dab. And there's no glitter up here, so I feel okay about blending with a blending brush up here. Again, just like a tiny little dab there. Should bring that warmth back in. I kind of wanted to use this color because I did try it as well, and I do think it's such a pretty shade, but I only wanted to do 2 looks because I wanted to be able to turn my everyday kind of look into a more vibrant look, and I just didn't really think I could do that with that one. I'd have to take the whole thing off. So I'm gonna go back in with Flax and get back into that inner corner. And just kind of pull it out a tiny bit. And then grab my winged brush, my liner brush, and pull that wing out a little bit more. And I am gonna go under the eye too. That one kind of looks like it needs to be blended a little bit more. It's right there. I think that looks better. Okay, so I'm gonna go under the eye. What am I gonna use? Use this brush here. This is one of the Makeup by Ariel brushes as well. A18. So I'm gonna go in kind of with like this one, and this one. So that'll be Valley, Ixia, and Flax. Should I add Acacia in there? I don't know. I am gonna add it in. So that's just Acacia, that greenish color. And then we'll go in with the deep Flax shade again. I was actually surprised how much I liked this look, because it's definitely, it's weird. It's neutral, but it's not. It's definitely out of my comfort zone. It's neutral, but it's not brown neutral like I'm used to. I mean, there is brown, obviously, but not used to like neutral greens. Okay, so I'm gonna line my waterline. Black mark it again. That liner looked super cool too, but I was just thinking like, do I need this? No. For the amount of times I'd actually use it, that neon one, I'm like, I don't think it would be worth it. So that's what we're looking like. So it's dramatic, but I feel like it's still wearable. Maybe take this off And to me, it's super wearable still. I remember I showed my fiance when I had this on. I was like, do you think this is like crazy? And he's like, kind of looks like what you always wear. And I'm like, what? So obviously he didn't think it was too much. So I'm gonna go finish my lower lash line. I will put on some mascara also, and then I think we will do a lip. I'll be back. All right, so mascara is on. See, with the mascara on, I feel like it kind of tones it down a little bit. Like, it doesn't tone it down, it amplifies it, but I feel like it's not as visible, that the colors are so vibrant. Just makes it like a tiny bit more wearable, you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Anyways, moral of the story, I'm really, really enjoying this palette. Like, there are some shades I don't know that I'd use, like this one. Maybe not that super dark green, but the rest I feel are super wearable. This, again, is not going to be like the most wearable look for people, but I feel like if you're going out, it's just something like fun. It's just fun, you know? And I do feel like it pairs really nicely with that cherry blush. I would generally wear something more toned down on the cheeks, probably like Intimate by Armani, like number 10. I'll show you in case you don't know what I'm talking about. You know, something like that, Subdued, or the Barely Blushing by Makeup by Mario. Like, I feel like this would look really nice with this. Just something more neutral, but you know, I think it's just fun. I do think everything I've tried so far in the palette, like I said, I haven't used all of the shades, but every shade that I have used, I've really, really liked, and I haven't had any issues. There's really no fallout at all that I've experienced. Like I said, if you blend it hard, you're obviously going to experience some of that fallout, but I haven't. And I'm starting to unthaw on that, or thaw, I should say, not unthaw, on that side, so it's kind of painful now. Took a long time to do one of the fillings, so my jaw is gonna be sore tomorrow. I had just gotten work done on this side on Monday. It's never ending, I tell ya. I'm taking a little break now. I'm like, okay, I'll be back, but like, give me a few weeks or a month. But yeah, my jaw was already sore on that side, so I'm like, oh, tomorrow's gonna be fun. I use this all the time. This is Nude Beige by NYX. It's nice to be able to feel my lips again, though. The other day when I went, I guess I wasn't completely thawed out yet, or unfrozen, and stupid me ate a sandwich. And oh my god, I bit my lip without realizing it. So this side of my lip, I had a huge fat lip. I'm like, oh my god, looks like I had fillers. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna go in with Haze, I think. This is a nice neutral by ABH. I was looking at the Cosmos palette and I'm just like, I think one is good enough. I was debating between the two. And they do have some really nice neutrals in that palette as well. But I just don't know that I would wear some of the shades in there. So I was like, ugh. I mean, I wasn't sure I would wear this either, but happy to report I will. You know which one I haven't used in forever? And I don't know why, because it's so beautiful. And I love cool tones, is the Glam palette. I don't know why I haven't worn it. It's so beautiful. So I think I'm gonna get crazy again, and I feel like this would look good with the cherry on the cheek. This is a Patrick Ta full syringe. I'm just gonna do like a little baby dollop in the center. Because I don't want to add too much color. What do we think? So guys, gals, everyone, friends. Sorry, I always say guys, it's just a really bad habit, and I will not say that anymore. I'm trying not to. What do we think? That is the completed look. I feel like it's never complete until I fix my hair, so in case you're wondering why I always do that, that's why. Now I need a tan because my face is super bronzed and my body is white. So yeah, that's everything. If you wanted to see a couple videos on like very wearable looks using this palette, definitely go check out Simply.Blair's channel. She does such beautiful looks. Sophia Sees Beauty, I mentioned her quite often. Tanya B. Wells did a review on this palette as well, and just all of their looks are stunning. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I didn't really like swatch them, but I just feel like my swatches are always garbage. I use my phone to film, so the swatches aren't great, but I will include this one channel just specifically does swatches. Sorry, I got makeup all over this highlight and I don't know where that came from. But yeah, she specifically does all swatches and they're so good. She does it with a brush, she does it with her finger, and then she does it with, I think she does flash and no flash. But I will also include the name of her channel so you can check that out. So thank you so much for watching. Love ya. Bye.